Welcome to the December 2011 City Focus. On this edition, red light cameras. Keep safe this holiday season. And water restriction update. These stories and more on City Focus.
Round Rock's first red light camera went live on December 14th as the city steps up its efforts to increase intersection safety.
The new photo enforcement system has been tested and you've been warned. If you run a red light in Round Rock, you will get a ticket. The first camera to become operational is at Forest Creek Drive and Redbud Lane. 5 more intersections will follow early next year as the city receives approvals from the Texas Department of Transportation.
You know, some people think that governments are just after grabbing money, you know, for one reason or another. That is absolutely not the reason we're in this business. This is a safety issue. You know, that running red lights causes severe injuries and death. The only people that are impacted by this kind of technology are the people who are running red lights, and then the people who are the victims of people running red lights. Those are the people impacted by this.
Potential violations will be checked by a Round Rock police officer before being mailed to offenders. The fine is $75, and motorists will be able to review video of the violations online at photonotice.com. A late fee of $25 will be due if the fine isn't paid within 30 days. Appeals will go to Round Rock Municipal Court.
These kinds of technologies really help us out because they are there all the time. And they are watching all the time, and the goal is for them to change that behavior. Change the behavior where people are distracted or they're in a hurry and they're running these red lights and putting other people in danger, you know, potentially causing the loss of life.
Keeping up with the Code of Ordinances is a daunting but important task. In an effort to keep our codes better up to date and make them easily available, the City of Round Rock has implemented a new online Code of Ordinances. You can get a link to the Code of Ordinances by surfing to roundrocktexas.gov/ordinances. The left sidebar of the page features links to our charter, Code of Ordinances, and some other helpful documents. If you know the chapter of the code you're looking for, you can click on it to see all the articles or sections in that chapter in the content area. Each article has a table of contents to jump precisely to the information you're looking for. The top of the page features a search where you can look for relevant information. Let's search for ordinances about dogs. The results presented will take you directly to the part of the code that contains your query and will even highlight what you searched for. Just below the search area are a set of features that help you save, print, and email the code. After clicking on one of these tools, you can select a subsection or work with the whole article at one time. The system is updated regularly and will be the best and most up-to-date place to get information on our Code of Ordinances. Check it out today at roundrocktexas.gov/ordinances.
When we think of Christmas, we think family gatherings, good food, and shopping for presents. Shannon McIntyre has a report to remind us that we need to think safety as well.
As Christmas time approaches, many people are getting into the holiday spirit with festive decorations. But Christmas trees, candles, and lights can pose a fire hazard that can turn celebrations to disasters. Here are a few tips to help you celebrate the holidays safely.
Artificial trees are much safer than natural cut trees. If you do have a naturally cut tree, you need to make sure that it's got a steady base so that way it won't tip over. You also need to make sure that it holds at least 2 inches of water in there to feed the tree. When you notice that the branches or the needles start falling off, then it's time to discard the tree. You can do that at the local recycling center. You also, whenever you're setting your tree up, you want to inspect the lights that you're going to be putting on there. You want to check for braids, any type of cuts in it, cracks. When you plug your lights in, you want to plug them into a surge protector and then plug the surge protector into the wall. That'll help prevent any type of overloading on the electrical circuits. If you're using candles this season, we want to make sure that they're on a stable base and away from anything that's going to catch on fire. We recommend that your Christmas tree is away from anything that's going to produce heat, such as candles or heat vents, and you want to keep that distance at least the height of that tree.
For more information on family safety, check out the tips on the city's website, including how to prepare a home fire escape plan. A few precautions can make this a great Christmas.
Fast and friendly in every way. Shop the Rock today. Drive less, save more. Round Rock shopping is minutes from your door. Great people make it fun, and no traffic to fight when the shopping's all done. Fast and friendly in every way. Shop the Rock today. Shop the Rock today.
Round Rock faced a water emergency in October when the pump station at Lake Stillhouse Hollow was taken offline because of mechanical problems. While the emergency has passed, the drought crisis continues and new water restrictions have been put in place. Christy Justice has more.
Last month's pump station failure meant no outdoor watering as repairs were being made. Water use dropped drastically as customers followed the emergency water restrictions. While the pumps are back online, it is still critical to limit water use as much as possible as this unprecedented drought continues. To that end, the Round Rock City Council approved new watering restrictions.
The City of Round Rock is going into a once-a-week watering schedule. The reason we're doing that obviously is because of our lake levels are low, but also we're planning for next summer. So we want to make sure we're positioned where those lakes can provide enough water for us, for our citizens, to make sure we have the basic water needs met for our community. Right now, if you are a commercial property, industrial, or multifamily property, you water on Fridays. If you are a single-family residence with an odd number address, you water on Saturday, and an even number address for single-family residences on Sunday.
Once a week watering is plenty for your yard at this time, and I don't think the landscape is going to die just because temperatures have cooled down, evaporation rates are lower. So again, once a week is just plenty at this time. You might even try once every 2 weeks to see how the yard responds that way, save a little bit more water. And water isn't always just wasted outside of our houses, it can be wasted inside as well. And the #1 user of water at our property is our toilets, just because everybody uses it. And one simple thing we can do is check our toilets to see if they're leaking. And the city does give out free dye tablets. What's in this package is 2 tablets. You can pick them up from our billing office free of charge. There's instructions on how to use that, but you can check it to see if your flapper's leaking and if that needs to be replaced.
To learn more about water conservation in the city of Round Rock, visit roundrocktexas.gov/water.